welcome back to the channel. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever been looking for a truck bed organizational system. I know that's something that I'm constantly battling with my setup, just changing so many different times, not sure what I want to use. I change my mind so much, but you know, I have the deck system, and I seem to always kind of stay with this system. It's really useful. It does take up a bit of your bed, but because I'm running a camper shell, it's not terrible. I have a lot of room in here, so as long as I'm using the camper shell on the back of my truck, you know, I'm pretty sure that the deck system's going to stay in here. But I don't want to spend all the money and have to buy like the deck slide and all that. That's just kind of out of my price range. While I was at Overland of America, I spoke with Amanda over at Tmat Productions and looked at their system that they have, and I was very intrigued by their setup. A very economical product, price point, and seems to go together super easy, very versatile, and you're able to use, you know, so many different attachments that they offer. So we worked with each other and kind of communicated after Overland of America. She sent me one of the Tmat setups for my truck. Now this one is actually made for the deck system, and I asked Amanda if, you know, if I ever decided to take the deck system out of my truck, you know, could I use this system without that? And she said, yeah, we would just have to send you a couple little attachments. But she said if I ever wanted to do that, no problem, she'll send them to me at no charge. So let's get to opening and unboxing. Let's see what it comes with. So it's got a receipt in there. So like I said, it comes with that. It comes with a cool little Tmat fitment guarantee here. Thank you for buying American made. It says made in Ohio, and it says the Tmat family. Got a QR code for the install instructions. It says, we do our best to ensure each Tmat kit has enough components to fit your truck bed. Your Tmat should have less than 2 inches of space between the mat and your truck cab, wheel wells, and tailgate. If you need extra strips, we will send them for free, including free shipping within the US 48. So we'll probably end up scanning that QR code for the directions. You've got a Tmat grid-based cargo organization system. Shows you how it goes together, and so we'll see how that goes once we get to it. And so that's kind of what comes with it. And then you've got all your pieces here. I'm going to set all the like pieces to the side, and then that way I'll kind of be able to judge kind of all the pieces, and it'll be easier to find. So I think I'm going to set these strips on this side. These are all like the little pieces that you can set down to lock your gear in place to keep it from moving. Still got a bunch of these connectors here. They're 12 by 12. I'm going to put all these right here together. And that is everything that's in the box. So I think what I'm going to do to make it easier for you guys to see is I think I'm going to build it on the ground and then pick it up and slide it in the truck and show you how it looks. So it should be easy to build. Let's go ahead and just scan this. So I'll show you what it does here. So gonna, you know, like I said, go ahead and get it installed on my truck. It's got a Tmat fitment guarantee here. Just going to scan the QR code. So then what you'll do, either click for truck layouts or click for UTV side-by-side layouts. I'm going to click truck layouts. I'm going to scroll down and find my truck, Ram 2500, and then I'm going to select my bed length, which is 6.4, and then you'll continue scrolling down. You'll see the parts and everything that was shipped to me. It gives you the cargo area specifications. But if you have a standard bed, it tells you how to do that layout. If you have, if you do want to do with accessory ramp kit, you could do it that way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start by laying the full 12-inch squares out, and then I'll do the little side pieces. So we'll do that now. But I just wanted to kind of show you what it would show you if you did the QR code install instructions. But that's kind of the layout on that. I know I've seen videos where people are using their like a little hammer or whatnot. I'm going to see if I can just press them down. Seeing people use, like I said, hammers, but I think it'll be fine doing it this way. So it looks like you need to make all the outer edges smooth all the way down both sides. You'll want to make them smooth, so you don't want to have any ridges on the outer side. So I've got to put 4 of these together and then do 4 all the way down. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like 24 of these is what it's showing that I'll be needing to make this work. And like I said, they did send me the one for my deck system, so we'll see if there's anything different with that. Start from the left to the right, go like that, slides in super easy. They're going in extremely easy, so that's nice. So you don't necessarily have to have a mallet. I do have a rubber mallet, but just kind of wanted to see what it was like without using that. So after looking at the install pictures, looks like you're going to have the little rivets sticking out on this side, so you can add one of these to it, and this side will actually have the rivets like so. All these have the little drain holes in them. They're just little 1/4-inch drain holes, so if you did spill anything, it'll drain right through it. Alright, so I got everything assembled, but I think there might be something wrong. I think they were supposed to send me a total of 24 of these, and we only got 16. So from counting the diagram that's on their page, should have got 24 and I only got 16. So it's not going to fit in there right now. So I'm going to reach out to Amanda and see what's going on with that. So unfortunately I can't install it just yet, but I'm going to reach out to her. Today's Sunday. I'm going to reach out to her tomorrow, or send her an email tonight, and then maybe she can get back with me. So we'll talk to you guys soon. All right guys, so we finally got the Tmat all installed. As you know, by watching this video, I had some issues in the beginning with not getting the right parts, or not getting enough parts coming in, but Amanda and her team at Tmat did an awesome job. As soon as I emailed her, she sent me out the replacement panels that I needed, and or the panels that I needed that I didn't get the first time. And so I've kind of got everything installed here. I'm really excited about this thing. I don't know if I was really expecting it to turn out as nice, but what we ended up doing is Amanda sent me 24 of the 12x12 panels, and then I think she sent me like 30 of the little 1x2s, as I kind of showed you in the beginning of this video, and I kind of made it fit the deck system. So I'm really pleased the way it turned out. I did buy a couple of extra accessories, one being the 2x4 mounts here. I got online and I bought some of these because I thought that would be cool. I just didn't buy a 2x4 yet. I work for a lumber yard, so that's not going to be a tough thing to do. to find. So I'm planning on putting the 2x4 here, cut it down to the exact size of the bed, and then that way I've got all this extra space over here to run what I want, and then I could put some things here, and I can kind of pick and choose and utilize all these different attachments and accessories that this came with. So this is kind of how I'm gonna lay it out. This is kind of a test. I'm probably not always gonna have this cooler, because you know, usually I have my set power cooler, the electric cooler, but just for like tests and everything like that, I put this one back here. So I'm gonna use the tight fit blockers here for the cooler. So I've got, let me show you. So I've got the tight fit blockers here on both sides of the cooler, as you can see there. And then I did the light duty blockers. I did one down there, as you can see, kind of holding my chairs in. And then I did one on the back side of the cooler here. And then I haven't really put these to use yet, but just as an example, I put like a package that I got here. What to do is you just squeeze these and it releases the pressure, and then whenever you want to tighten it, you slide it up and it clicks in place. And then these are like the 2x4 bed dividers right there. So I'm planning on running a 2x4 down there. That way it'll kind of keep everything that I want to put on this side over here. I think I like the way this is. I always like my cooler being on the left hand side for some reason. And then I like how over here I've got this for my chairs. Just drive it around my property right here on the 9 acres and kind of show you this in action with the cooler and then my chairs and then this package back here, and kind of show you how it performs. I'll just drive up. I've got a gravel road. I'll just drive down the gravel road around the pond over some bumps and stuff like that, and just kind of show you how really sorry for the sun, show you how really secure this is. And I'm excited, like sleeping in the back of my truck more, but after getting this Tmat system, I'm kind of I'm excited. I think it's going to give me some really cool options. It looks cool back here. You know, I'm excited to kind of show people this setup. When we were at the Gumby gathering, there was a couple of guys that had the Tmat system, all things overland. He had one, and you know, he had talked very highly of it, and you know, I thought it was going to be cool, but I didn't realize it was going to be as neat. So the 12x12 blockers actually comes, as you can see, it kind of comes right here to the opening of where my deck system is. So what I did, as you can see, I kind of just pieced it together. I didn't put a lot right here over the fender well. As you can kind of see right here, I just had one extra piece here and then one over there. And I kind of just left this. I can move this back and forth either way. I was kind of leaving these strapping or harness points here open, to where if I needed to run things across here, I could. But that's kind of what it looks like. It came all the way up here to the bed. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with it. Like I said, I think I might end up you know, using my bed as the storage now, and kind of doing a rooftop tent again, even though I didn't ever get rid of mine. But I was kind of thinking I'll sleep back here all the time. But this is going to give me a nice option. If I want to sleep back here, I still can. I can just remove all these accessories, put my mattress back here. I could sleep back here. Clayton and I could still sleep back here. Still use this as a platform. It's not going to cause any issues sleeping back here. So I think it's going to give us a cool options. So if we want to sleep in the rooftop tent, we can. Or if we want to sleep back here, we can. And if we want to sleep up, gives us plenty of room for storage, and just it'll kind of keep everything locked down. You know, there's nothing worse than going on a trip and you set stuff back here and you go over some crazy passes, overlanding, or you know, some crazy back roads or something like that, and then getting there and everything kind of being shifted around. I think this is going to work out really nice. I'm excited. I really appreciate Amanda for getting with me and giving me an opportunity to install and review this for you guys. So go on their website at tmat.com and try to go on there and pick up something for your vehicle. They've got an assortment of vehicles. I know for, like, you know, I drive a Ram. They've got the Ram models, the 1500 and 3500 models as well. You know, mine's a Ram 2500, and it's neat because you can kind of see how they recommend putting it together if you've got a standard bed, not a deck system. But I was really intrigued. This is probably one of the coolest things that I've gotten to review so far. So like I said earlier, I really appreciate Amanda the Tmat team for sending me this to do a review and install. And I'm excited, really excited to use this on our adventures coming up. All right, guys, so you got to see driving around the 9 acres, and everything stayed really secured. I was really surprised. I was looking through my rearview mirror as I was driving, and the cooler barely moved at all, and I don't know that the chairs really did either. So I think that's going to be an awesome addition to the rig. Again, thank you, Amanda, and the Tmat team for sending us this. And you guys let me know if you have any questions. Did any of you guys have experience with the Tmat? What did you like about it? Was there anything you didn't like about it? I don't really see any cons just looking at everything right now. This is the Tmat system that has the drain holes in it. I think that's good. You know, I don't plan on really spilling anything back here, but you know, things happen, which I'm fine with having the 1/4-inch holes back there for draining out. Go make sure you check them out for Black Friday and see what kind of deals they're offering. Website's tmat.com, and make sure you check them out and see what kind of sale they're having right now. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you do all the fun stuff, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, go out and make some memories. We'll see you guys, and take care.